First stop, the Eric Liddell Center. Thousands visit weekly to see the world's largest collection of artifacts and memorabilia. In true Eric Liddell style, this former church building also provides care and services to dementia patients in the community.
My hope is that the bottom line is that what people experience is a real sense of warmth, and that somehow or other they are tuned to the heartbeat of God as that beats through the work of this centre.
Bob graciously showed us around, then introduced us to Eric's two nieces. Joan Nickel is the daughter of Eric's sister Jenny.
Spoke so fondly of Aunt Cleric, and she was able to tell a lot about them because of course she did have a lot of time with them in China after the Olympics.
We also met Eric's niece, Sue Caton, who was excited to hear we were making a movie about Eric's life after the Olympics.
I think it will be marvellous because Chariots of Fire finished too soon. It only finished really when he'd won his gold medal, and that was only the first part of his life. The most important part, probably from his point of view, was going back to China. And so I would hope that another new generation of people will hear about the fantastic work that he did in China.
Sue called a cab and took us on a tour of her uncle's city. We saw where he lived, where he studied at the University of Edinburgh, and the actual field where he trained to become an Olympic champion. A lot of history right here taking place on this field, and it's just a real step back in time. Scotland hasn't forgotten this favorite son. They built him a statue, proudly display his medals, and even build a gymnasium in his honor. But many believe there is still a chapter missing.
Anyone who does any reading about Eric Liddell's life will know that the Olympics made up only a tiny part of his life, and that the far more important race of his life was that race that he engaged with when he went out to China as a missionary. And some wonderful things happened through his life. It's an untold story that really ought to be told so that future generations can be inspired by somebody whose humanity and Christ-likeness was just absolutely amazing.
We'll do our best to tell that untold story. And join us next time when we'll visit Toronto, Canada, and ask Eric Liddell's daughters what they think about this part of their father's life.